right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachahakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessing to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom, Barakathum. And the thing I want to speak about today, the elder Mahaloya had mentioned about a movie called Homestead, which I'm going to try to get to the theater this week to check it out. But what I've been noticing is how much basically the Hollywood the Hollywood Babylonian magic cult worshippers are putting out there, because that is the Chaldeans of the left hand side of America. Is this celebrity this demonic celebrity movie Hollywood culture. I think low-key a lot of these actors and people there, they do ritualistic priests and things on priests on the left-hand side. But I think they've been at work a lot with the movies and television shows that come out recently, and the scriptures say do not be ignorant of Satan's devices. And it started last Christmas, I believe it was last Christmas, or last December I should say. That movie Leave the World Behind came out, and then the movie Civil War came out like around March or April, around the Passover time. And then now this movie Homestead, that's going to be coming out. Well, basically it's an early release out now, but it's officially out on Friday. More than likely I'll try to peep it on Thursday. But it basically outlines the scenario of Jacob's trouble, but they'll have it like from an Edomite lens, or a so-called white person's lens, about them just trying to fight for their survival, their safety. And the premise of the movie is basically that troops are on American soil and they're attacking, and this puts things in people's heads because they program people, man. All right. And all of these preppers that think they got things in their mind of what they're going to do when that day comes. Well, guess what? The Lord said he's already devised his plan on how everybody's going to be judged here. So you can look into these movies and think about what you're going to do in that scenario, what you're going to do in this scenario. But ultimately, you're going to need what's written in Isaiah 33:6, which is wisdom and knowledge. And what's wisdom? Okay, it's not bushcraft and knowing all of the different flowers and how to make fire and things of that nature. Yeah, those things are helpful, but that is not going to be the ingredient that equals to your salvation. And that's the misconception that's put out there by Esau. Like the whole idea of a homestead, like that shit ain't gonna happen, man. Where you gonna have some remote village in the Rocky Mountains. That's nice land up there, man. That's gonna be the first place where people go. Number one, the elites are gonna be in areas like that when all hell breaks loose. The regular average everyday people ain't gonna be able to hold up in a nice mountain range where they got sheep and their own water and they make everything themselves and all of that. No, man. All right, you people are gonna have to take the Karagma, man. And I haven't seen the movie, but I'm gonna watch it. But already you can tell, they're trying to program people into thinking that there's gonna be some other way out. And it's really twofold, because on one hand they're trying to scare you, and then the other hand they're trying to give you like this false hope, like you can make it out, but you can't, man. All right. The Lord said he's going to burn up everything here. Okay. That's why it was written in Peter, what manner of man ought ye to be, seeing that all these things, all of the elements are going to melt with fervent heat. That means everything you can see is going to be burned up, man. So this idea that there's going to be hope outside of this place, that you can just hold out when the troops invade and then eventually you'll overcome the bad guys, that's not going to happen. What they're not going to tell you is that they are the bad guys. Okay. They are the bad guys. They are the ones that set you up in this scenario. They're the ones warmongering. They're the ones that are allowing foreign agents to come into the country uninhibited, man. Okay? The scriptures say in Jeremiah 51st chapter that he's filled up Babylon with caterpillars, man. All right? And they're gonna cry a shout, which goes into war is what you do right before you attack. Okay? So the scriptures already foretold these things, and here you got Esau trying to tell you something different, man. You know, that whole thou shalt not surely die demon, you know, pops up and tries to convince you that you got away, man, but you don't, man. You know? See, when we watch these movies, it's a spiritual edification, you know, and it helps us keep our minds occupied in the things that are to come, which is in prophecy, man. Okay? And the scriptures say it's better to dwell in the house of mourning than in mirth. So these movies, they serve us a lot of good, but for a lot of these other people, man, they're stumbling blocks. Okay? They're a tool to confound you because y'all don't know which way up from down, man. You know? And we're going to see exactly how it's going to play out, which is going to play out how the scriptures said it, which the scriptures say, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. All right? You in the trailer I was watching it, you had a woman at the checkpoint gate, you know, trying to check people like whether they can come in or not, man. Man, listen, man. The spirit and the countenance of a woman in the day of Jacob's trouble is going to be completely different than what you see. Right now, you're seeing a level 99 demon that's proud as hell and can't be told nothing, thinks there's never going to be the sun is never going to go down, you know, on them. You know, you can read Isaiah 47 to understand what I'm talking about. That's the spirit that these women are in. They're not going to be in that spirit. It's going to be the complete opposite. As a matter of fact, the reason the Lord put that proud spirit on them is so he can bring them down to their normal level, which is humility, okay, which is in the background, you know, humble, you know, the complete opposite of what you see today, man. All right, a woman will straight up just try to fight you, man. You know, or straight up try to square up with you, you know. I got that video of that old Jake, this woman, I don't know if it was his mother or his woman, but she was just wailing on him, man. You know, wailing on his ass. And I'm just like, man, and the real reason I think he didn't hit her, because he knows Esau set you up to be oppressed by your own woman. That's how he set things up. But in the day of Jacob's trouble, a lot of you women, especially you women that have wronged men, that you know you did wrong, because y'all didn't think the day was gonna come. Just watch how their countenance changed. I saw a little bit of it in 2020, man. You know, when them grocery store shelves started thinning out, they couldn't find toilet paper and this and that. Yeah, you could see it, man. All right. So, you know, be in the spirit, you know, of watching as usual, as what I normally tell you, is to be in that spirit of watching. And when you go and watch this movie, all brothers, I would also encourage to watch that movie Homestead. When you watch that movie, you know, be in the spirit, man. You know, which, you know, most brothers that are sincere, you don't really have to tell them that, but evaluate these things, man, and really meditate on them, because every brother has to muster up his own strength to overcome the hour of temptation, man. All right. The scriptures tell us that the elect are going to be scarcely saved, all right, and that every man has to work out his own salvation in fear and trembling. So if you're not personally meditating and thinking about these things and building yourself up in the spirit, then the Lord may just do away with you, man. The Lord may just let Satan have you, you know. So anyway, I'll end it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hashem Racha Hakodash Shalom Kom Yasharom.